Do what? This lesson?
Yeah.
20 minutes. Okay, so with this stuff, what I'll be doing for the next little while, there's no pressure to continue on. We can't make you guys do any work as of now. That's what like government and everyone can find us. But I will be making videos. Like if I have time in the next couple weeks, we're here to put some supplement materials up. My goal is eventually you guys will be coming back. And like I said, 3, 4, and 5 are the big ones to take away from this. If you are not planning on taking pre-calculus 30 and only you want to take foundations 30, post-secondary, I would strongly encourage you guys to make sure you get through 3, 4, and 5. Okay, because they'll be like, those will be the things that you would see in a science course or an arts math course or something like that at university or some kind of college. Okay, so if you're thinking about that, don't think, well, I don't need this when I'm done because I'm going to do this. Think long term, think big picture here, okay? You never know. Like I said, I had to go back and take 2 classes. One at SciAS during night, and I had to take 1 during correspondence in the old written courses because I thought I wouldn't need anything after high school. So it happens. So just be prepared for that. So I'll be making videos. I'll send them out with assignments. There's no pressure to do them. But if you want to chip away at some stuff while you're gone, cool. Okay? Everyone understand Mr. Weber's not making you take homework home.
Will you send them daily?
It depends. Like if I'm in a zone, I'll probably do 2 or 3 in a day. And yeah, so like you probably won't get 1 a day, but you know, you're gonna have time.
Is there a pace we have to keep up with?
Not right as of now. Because from what I understand, from what the ministry has said, you guys have finished the course. If you guys don't come back before the end of the school year, you'll just get a credit. And that's it. So what I'm expecting though is like, I'm hoping that this will kind of blow over by Easter and then you guys will be back. So if you guys work on some stuff and get it done, then you're going to be okay. And then you can move on to the other chapters that would be beneficial as well, but not as necessary.
So if we are keeping on this and we get to the end of Unit 3 and we want to write the test, can we email you like our parents' email?
Yes, absolutely. If you guys want to do proctored exams at home, cool as well. If you don't, that's fine too.
But then are those getting marked or what?
Yeah, I'll mark them. Yeah,
Will
like
you send pictures back?
if you could scan it somehow, that would be ideal. It makes it easier for me. Pictures print off very blurry. There's like scan to PDF things for your phone that we use all the time with DLC kids, or I used to.
Okay.
Or if you want, you could probably just come and take a branch of the office.
I'm out in school.
Or you can mail it, okay?
Have
Yeah.
it ship all the way to
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Regina. Just
Or if you guys, yeah, like you 2 are townies, say it's in my mailbox, I'll come pick it up. Because I'll probably be coming into Keniston still, right? We can figure something out. The system is not broken. We're not like boarding up our doors and loading our guns and
we are. It's chaotic.
waiting for the zombies here. So it'll be okay. But yeah, we'll figure that out when we get there. All right, so let's not play hypotheticals for too long. But yeah, if you could stay on top, that would be great, but I'm not forcing you to. All right, and as of right now, no one here has any outstanding assignments, which is great.
I don't think we have any.
Good. You're caught up in Enviro. You guys are caught up in math, so I'm not too worried about anyone. It's just, yeah, some missing assignments because I put them as incompletes. So an incomplete counts as a 0. So with only not even half the semester gone by, a 0 could really affect you. So you guys are okay though. So we're all good. All right, so what we're going to do today is we're going to do 3.3. And this is 2 sets, intersections, and unions. So what we'll be looking at are having, so So we're looking at Venn diagrams now with two sets, two subsets. So you have your universal set, right? And then you're going to have set A and set B. Okay, and they're going to intersect. There's going to be some commonality there. Okay. So like when you guys were doing those ones with like the number, the prime or semi-primes and all that stuff, you had some that belonged to both sets, right? So we're going to be looking at stuff like that today. Okay. So and we use certain notation for this. Okay. We use things like this and a symbol like that. One's a U and one's like an upside down. So this one here is intersection. Sometimes we call it and. Yeah, and. We'll get to that in a second. This one is known as union. U and U, right? This one stands for, sometimes we call it or. So sometimes you'll see things, not sometimes, but you will see like A intersects B.
Oh, topic question.
Yeah, what's up?
So if we do tests and we send them back to you, will you just mark them and tell us our grade, but it won't actually change in my SAS school? In my school.
I don't think I can do that. Yeah, I don't know. That I
We
can't
can still
answer.
know our grade to like know how we're doing.
Yeah, like what you got on the test, but I
Yeah.
can't put it into my school SAS because I don't know like how, because like the ministry pulls the marks out now. They have total control over my school SAS. That's why we switched over. So I don't know how that's going to break down. But yeah, I can give you like, well, this is how you would have done, and good work. And if we had come back, I can be like, well, I'll put that in now. I'm assuming. All right. I don't even know if I'm supposed to be talking to you guys, but everything's still up in the air. Okay, so A and B. So A intersects B, A and B. This is what A and B have in common. Okay. A and B have the same. Have the same or in common, whatever. This is where they overlap. You guys have multicolored pencils? Use different colors to represent some of these things. So A union B, I'm going to denote here in green. So that's just this area here. Okay. And now, a union B, so this could be all the data from A or all the data from B. So this is everything between A and B. Everything between A and B. And I'm going to denote that blue stripes. So everything between A and B is all of them. Is everything. Okay. sometimes what you'll see, I'm going to draw a new Venn diagram. Is this is minus. Note that here. Let's say you have something like this: A minus B. So this means everything that is in only A. So I'll just draw a new diagram down here because I'm running out of space. So everything that's only in A, I'm going to shade it red. So if I'm talking about A minus B, that's only this here. Okay, does that make sense? Notice how the part here where A and B overlap, I don't count. Because that's not just A, that's part of B as well. Okay. Let's do some examples here. I'm going to list off given the different sports below, sort the sports, sort sports to different sets. One. So the ones that use a ball. Two. The ones that use a implement.
What's that?
So that means like a stick, a racket, anything like that. A club or a bat. I didn't know how to say sticky thing. Something you whack at things. Okay, so I'm going to list off the sports. So we got badminton, basketball. I'm going to make this one look pretty because it's very near and dear to my heart. Cross country, curling. I guess that's a sport. football, golf. It's more of a leisure hobby as well. Hockey.
Just go basketball.
Oh, blue. Hockey. Lacrosse. Rugby. Cross country skiing. That's shorthand. Soccer. Softball. Tennis. Ultimate frisbee. Volleyball. And okay.
That's an insane amount.
It's kind of what most schools actually offer, even us, except cross-country skiing, rugby, lacrosse, tennis, softball, ultimate frisbee, and wrestling. I mean, it's like half the list, right? We used to offer curling and golf, but no one ever does that anymore.
Maybe it's not the kids, it's the coach.
It's true. Cross-country is like one of the biggest teams in the school right now.
Was. Guess what else it is?
Biggest
Shut
sport.
down.
Well, was. We'll still be going in September, I'm sure. We had 24 kids this year.
Tryhards.
Good. All right, so let's label everything that uses a ball or an implement.
Ones that have ball in it.
Yeah. Right. So I'm just gonna go around and put an I for implement.
Wouldn't you consider curling as an implement too?
Yeah. Because it uses a. Right.
Stick.
So curling is an I. Football B. Golf has an implement and a ball.
Wait, why is... It's an ib.
Yeah. Hockey has an implement.
Wait,
Lacrosse
what is-
has both as well. Rugby has a ball.
Oh, I just solved my own question.
Cross country skiing, it says here it doesn't, but I'm going to say the poles are implements.
We don't need them.
I guess not. You're not like going after something. All right, so never mind. Soccer, ball. Tennis is both.
Lacrosse is both.
Yeah. Play with lacrosse ball. Ultimate frisbee, volleyball, ball.
Wait, tennis, you need both though too.
Tennis is it.
Right?
Oh, softball you do too.
A bat.
Yeah.
Oh, I put that myself. Soccer has a bat now too.
All right, so now what we'll do is we'll make a Venn diagram. I'm going to make this rather easy. Okay, so we have this group, all things ball. This group, all things infant. That's my universal set. Now, so what we'll do is let's put everything that's just strictly ball that we labeled B. Okay, so we had things like rugby, soccer, volleyball, basketball, and football. I'm just kind of shorthanding some of them too, just so it's easier to fit everything in. Now, things that only use an implement were hockey, curling, badminton. I want to spell it M-O-N.
Badminton. That's badminton.
And now ones that use both would be tennis, lacrosse, softball, Now there were some on this list that were neither. Cross country skiing, wrestling.
Universal.
Those go in the universal, but they don't go in here. So they would go like over here. So like ultimate frisbee,
Box.
wrestling. Cross country. And cross country. So it doesn't matter where you put them. I'm just trying to make it fit in here. Okay? So you could have them all listed in one spot. I don't care. Okay? So now what we can do is we can play with this a little bit. Okay? So I'm going to show you guys what some kind of questions will look like this sometimes. So, okay. Let's see something like this. Number that's no. Got B and I. So the number, so what this means is N stands for number of items. So number of items between B and I, so B intersection of I, so that's just where they meet, right? How many items did you guys have in there?
Half of what we offer.
1, 2, 3, 4. Right? B and I is just this piece in here. So there's 4 of them. Okay? So I'm just going to put that down here. So the answer here is 4. How about this? The number that are in B but not I. So remember that is everything that's in B but doesn't include I at all. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. If I wanted, say, C, the number that's just in all of B, that would be, take B along here, all of this down. Okay? So that's 9.
Please, we do give it to me.
Some of B union I. So that's everything now. Count everything up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 9 plus 3 is 12.
I have been
Oh, this number. If you see a line above it, that means not. So number of not in B and I.
so universal in between.
So what's, yeah, outside those two, but still in the universal set? There was how many?
4.
There was ultimate, frisbee, wrestling, cross country skiing. So yeah, 4. Very good, you guys. Very good. How are you feeling? It's not so bad. It's the symbols that trip people up at first. Once you figure out what you're doing, not so bad.
Don't put that in your mouth.
It's fine. I'm the only one that does it.
Has to find yourself.
What if people
Someone
come in
could
here
have
at lunch?
sneezed on it.
You're not here when they put the pictures up.
You guys are gross. You guys are licking my pens.
I don't know if we
We got bigger problems than we getting the coronavirus. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, bigger problems, aka your wife getting it
She'd be fine.
with your baby.
I think so. Most people just go home and self-isolate. Like they
Let's
don't.
hope it.
It's
doesn't
not a lot of like high fevers.
It's
It is.
like a main symptom.
Not like a strong high fever where you got to be hospitalized. Most people just go home and sleep. Like everyone that was diagnosed here is at home. No one's in the hospital.
People were diagnosed.
Like everyone in Saskatchewan that has been diagnosed with it. Yeah.
I thought you were like saying the school. I was like, why am I still here?
No. So
Ew.
Tom Hanks is fine.
You want to lick the
Is
tip?
Eminem fine?
Does he have it?
Yes.
Does he actually?
Yes.
Oh no, not the real Slim Shady.
And Trudeau's wife. Ooh.
He put himself in
I didn't even know he
self-isolation.
was married.
He's such a baby.
You
I
know he was
did.
married?
He's
No.
got kids
You gotta
too.
read the news, you guys.
I don't-
Getting all your
You don't
facts
like
off
him.
You see,
Facebook.
I don't care enough about that.
He's still the leader of the country. You should know a little bit about him.
I know a little, but I
Make
just didn't
poor
know he was
choices?
married.
Okay, we're continuing on. All right, so next one. I'm not going to write this one out because we're getting a little low on time.
Yes.
Example. This is example number 3 on page
It's only 1:30.
168. Okay, I'll read it out, then I'll give like the high points here. Okay, Jamal surveyed 34 people at his gym. He learned that 16 people do weight training 3 times a week, 21 people do cardio 3 times a week, and 6 people train fewer than 3 times a week. How can Jamal interpret this data? Okay, so what Jamal did, number surveyed, $34 people in total. And what we got here is the number of people that do weights 3 times a week. Was, what did I say, 21.
No, that was cardio.
Oh, 16, sorry. Number of people that do cardio 3 times a week was 21. And number of people that do neither weights or cardio is 6. 3 times a week. Okay. So now, if we look here, okay, we surveyed 34 people. If we add all this up right now,
That's more than 30.
very good. That would be 43.
But
Bum, bum, bum.
something's wrong.
Something's fishy. How can we have more people here than were actually surveyed?
They put more.
Because he doesn't know how to count.
Not quite. We'll assume Jamal's a smart guy knows how to count. Yes, there are people, believe it or not, they go to the gym and they do weights and both cardio 3 times a week. Okay? That's okay. So, very good, Maddie. That is
Yeah.
so. What we know though is we'll make our Venn diagram out first. And weights, cardio, right? So we know the total here for this circle here for just weights, all of this would be 21. And we know the total here should be 6. So we ought to know what kind of number goes in here. We also know how many people do neither 3 times a week? 6. So that means the other, if there's 34 people in total, we put 6 here. That means these 3 numbers here have to add up to 28, right? Or these 2 circles total would be 28, right?
So put 14 in each.
Well, not
Wait.
quite.
So wouldn't you subtract 16 from 21 and you put it in the middle?
No, what I would do is, okay, so we have 34 people total surveyed, right?
Yeah.
So we have 34 total. I'm going to subtract the 6 that just go to the gym and do nothing 3 times a week. Or maybe they're ultra runners who do 7 hours of cardio a day. They exist. So that means there's 28 people left. Okay. Now, if we look here, we've counted 16 plus 21.
That's 37.
That's 37. Right? That means we've double counted some people, haven't we?
I told you. You said he's smart.
Oh no, that means like they do both. So
Oh.
some people do both, so they got double counted. This is what happens. So we need to figure out how many that is. So if we have 37 people accounted for, but there's only 28, how many people are we over by?
10, 11. No.
10.
Backwards.
What?
9.
Oh, right.
So we double counted 9 people. So those people that we counted twice, they go there. They're the people that do both weights and cardio 3 times a week. Does that make sense? So if we know 9 people already do weights 3 times a week, how many people do only weights?
16.
Well, there's 16 people that do weights in total. 9 of them do weights and cardio.
5.
Very good. 5 left over, right? 5 plus 9 is 16. And how many people do solely cardio?
2. No.
12. 21. Take. Oh,
Yeah, I am.
yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah. I should have saw that. Did the same thing. All right. Does that make sense? Because now if you add all these numbers up, 5 plus 6 is 11, plus 9 is 20, plus 12.
Something didn't work.
Whoa,
Wait.
wait. Where's the weight one?
5. See, I'm.
Jeez Louise. Okay, so now if we add these up, God, I hope this works this time. 9 plus 12 is 21, plus 6 is 27, plus 7 is 34. Boom. Okay?
See, I've got a problem with numbers.
You too, math is hard.
It
Okay.
is.
Let's try one more.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, we did. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to do example 4 on page 169.
It's not very straight.
It's not meant to be. It's supposed to be stylized.
No, it's not.
Okay, so Morgan surveyed 30 students in her math class about their eating habits. So 30 in total. All right. 18 of them eat breakfast. Okay.
Why'd you choose it?
5 of these 18 also eat a healthy lunch. And 3 students do neither. Now what Morgan wants to know is how many students eat healthy lunches. Let's skip breakfast. Good.
Is it right?
But let's just do it with a Venn diagram because that's what we're doing. So yeah, it like this stuff. It's kind of common sense counting. Some of them just get a little tricky with the wording that they give you, but
So you want us to actually use Venn diagrams in our assignment?
well, like if I say draw a Venn diagram of the situation, then yeah. All right. So let's go breakfast. Healthy lunch. So we know 18 students in total eat breakfast. 5 of them, of these 18, also eat a healthy lunch. So we know that 5 goes here. That's the 5 that do both, right? So if there's 18 in total and I got 5 here, 18 take away 5 is 13. Now, for poops and giggles, we also know that 3 of these do neither, right? So those 3 go here.
30.
Very good. We're short. We want to know how many of them eat a healthy lunch but skip breakfast. So that's this amount here. So if we add up what we have, 13 and 5 is 18, plus 3 is 21. 30 take away 21 is 9. So 9 students eat a healthy lunch but skip breakfast. I've been working on mine. That's why I don't let the calculus kids use calculators. It's good for like all this talk that we say about you guys like going home for a couple months and getting dumb. You gotta use it or you lose it, Maddie.
I never had it to begin with, so
All right, so for you guys on page 172. Number 4. Then page 7. 16.
When do you want that done?
Whenever you feel like it.
See you next September.
We'll see about that.